Simple and clean, welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And for those who are subscribed, greatly appreciated. Glad to see you again. Today, we got cooked up a new list for Red Purple Law. This one isn't film-centric. This is more of a, I guess I could say, like a more generic version of the deck that I really like. So, in this one, instead of running the film package, we're running actually the ulti and page 1 package. I feel like if we're able to get these two down on the board by turn 2, it's a really huge tempo swing, especially against Sakazuki and Moria. Although they do have very strong clear in order to get rid of our board, just dealing with with a 5k and a 6k on the board is just way too insane for them to deal with, and I feel like it puts enough pressure on them to not only burn their cards a lot earlier in the game, but burn their clear also. So it gives our cards for the later game a lot more leeway. We're also running 2 queen just for the extra draw. There have been a lot of games where I don't see Reiju, so having 2 more draw engine cards is pretty nice. It also helps make up for the fact that we're not running the Buena Festa treasure. And I think it's really solid deck. And to help prove some of this credibility, we're going to be going into some TCG ranked matches. I don't know if you guys know about it, but there is a Discord that has a ranked system, which is really fun. There are a lot of people who I'd like to say take the game a lot more seriously. I know, normal sim is like cool for practice and whatnot, and figuring out what you want to do with your deck, but there's been too many times where I'm just fighting like a Laker Croc or like a smoker or something. It's like, I'm not really getting practice out of this. So thankfully we have the TCG ranked sim to do that. So let's go right ahead into our first match and let's see just how strong this new package is, right? All right, we got our first match of the day. It's a Katakuri. They decided to go second this game. We're going first. It's actually a pretty good hand. I really like the Reiju and the fact that we have some rampers, so we're gonna keep that actually. We're probably just gonna start the game off by going 8k heavy first. A gang squad, A gang, AK gang, 8kg. Alright, so they add a Lin and a Sanji to their hand. Ooh, now we have Shiraya as an option actually. I kinda like that. We're gonna swing 5k first and then we're gonna call Shiraya. Calling Shiraya here helps deal with Katakuri's ridiculously high swing. However, we don't mind it in the early game since we're fishing for cards right now. So I don't mind that at all. Alright, we're gonna swing 5k with our lead first, see what happens there. Okay, he gets a Nami. Unfortunate, happens. We're going to play out the page 1. We don't have the ulti here, so, bygones, it's whatever. We're going to play the Gordon here. Minus that by 3, use our leader ability to reduce by 3, bottom deck, and then we're going to call out Sachi and Penguin. So the argument here with Sachi and Penguin versus Beppo, I feel like being able to keep a sustainable amount of Dawn in order to have ongoing pressure against decks in general is really good. And see now, I'm gonna be at 6 Dawn now, so now I can just call two Zoros and kind of just ball. Also gets rid of bricks out of my hand as well. Then we wanna rush this guy down. We already saw him add a 10 cost Big Mom to his hand, so he's got 2 turns before that hits. So rushing him down here is the play, in my opinion. Swing another 5k at him. Had an insane hand, by the way, too. We're going to bottom one of the puddings, call out Reiju, and get our hand back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, we got some more 2Ks to work with. He's swinging that at Zoro. He's at 7 Dawn right now. I think what I'm going to do here is actually block here with an ulti. And, yeah, page 1, too. We already have a page 1 on board, so we'll take this here. Obviously, when it comes to this combo, you really want to get it out as early as possible. If you can't, that's fine as well. But I feel like it's a better card to play at the beginning rather than later. We're going to swing 7 this time. Doesn't seem like he has too much going on here. We will do this. 1, 2. Ooh, miscalculated some Dawn, but that's okay. Do we want to call anything out here? We won't, just in case he has the ability to live. And then we're gonna swing 7 at lead, and we win because he didn't see any counter. That's usually how, or that's how the matchup should go for you, actually. Wow, that only took 3 minutes. But yeah, you see Reiju giving us more cards to draw in the engine, just high rolling off Zoro, which is pretty crazy to be honest. But having Page Run's aggression with him swinging 6k is really huge, especially against like most of the decks such as like Sakazuki and the yellow decks. I feel like because we have the ability to cheat this out early, and by attaching 1 Dawn on him, they're either taking that and they're dropping 2 cards out of their hand, which against yellow and black, that's really strong for us. So let's see if we can get another match and hit a Sakazuki. There's a ton of y'all out there, I swear to God. All right, we got the second match. We're going up against Katakuri again. I honestly don't mind taking first again. I feel like being the first aggressor against Katakuri is pretty good, in my honest opinion. His hand's a lot better. We don't have to draw power, unfortunately, but I don't necessarily mind that right now, because right now what's priority is just getting on the board. We're just gonna swing 8 here. We have no other plays, and these are kind of just in the back, chilling. See if he does 1 Dawn, swing 7, Peros Pero, you know, the generic combo for this arc. Oh my lord, he's got a Nami. That's actually not too bad, actually. I don't mind that at all. We're just gonna swing 5 here and see what happens there. I wouldn't imagine he takes that. He's probably just gonna block it. Another thing about yellow, or that's yeah, I guess it's a generic yellow thing. Most of their counters are 2k counters anyway, so I feel like swinging 5 and 7 is the key to winning this matchup most of the time. Because if they're just dropping 2ks against your 5ks, I just don't see a reason to commit that 1 Dawn to swing 6 when they're gonna drop it anyway. And it's kind of like a mental warfare thing, because then they're just like, man, am I really gonna drop this 2k for a 5k swing, or just take it and wait for a bigger swing to go, right? But if we're always swinging 5k, then, you know, they won't get the satisfaction of getting value out of their 2k counter. Alright. Just waiting on him to make his move. To trigger or to not trigger, that is the question here. I would assume he's going through right now. Okay, mister. Don't know where he's at right now. He's probably staring at his cards, thinking something. I don't know. I may look like an asshole for saying that, but like, I ain't trying to sit here for 5 minutes because he's contemplating whether he wants to take a 5k or not. Alright, there we go. We're gonna call out Kid here, use our ability to bottom deck the Nami, and then call out the Sachi and Penguin. We're going to use their ability first. Also, something I noticed about this, well, it's a sim thing mostly, but anytime you combo these two together, there seems to be some weird like bug that like kind of just banishes your your end turn button. But I figured out there is a little weird way around solving that problem. We're gonna swing 7 first in case he gets a T-bolt or something. He'll be less inclined to hit our Kid rather than our Sachi and Penguin. And swing 5. Let's see. Depends on what kind of counter he drops here. So he drops a 1k. Okay. We'll go Kid. We top decked on the raise match. We're gonna get rid of this the dots right here. We're gonna call out Beppo and then use those two ability. Refresh our leader because that's a fucking issue right now. Or just click on it and just to get the end turn button out. And I notice it's only with Kid that this kind of happens a lot. We're gonna block. That's a free block for us. He's probably just gonna go 8 cost Katakuri here and get rid of one of our things. We're gonna get rid of a 2K here. Law is really good for dealing with blockers as such. So we're 9 to 8. We can swing 7. How do we want to do this? Yeah, we'll swing 7 first here, so that we have, you know, he has to guard with a considerable amount of cards from his hand. So he might take or not take it. He probably got like a Maru trigger, huh? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. What did he drop for it? A 1K and a 10 cost Mon. Okay. We're gonna swing with Kid now. Kid now? Okay. He is very stern on keeping his hand together. We're gonna swing 7 here. Once more. Okay, we're gonna call out Law here, use our leader ability to get rid of that, and then we're gonna call out Zoro here. Activate both, refresh my button, swing 7K with Beppo. We're still, we're at even now. That's insane. Swing 5. Ooh, look at that. Swing 6. Does he have the 2K? He does. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he had a way of coming back there, because he would need a rusher, so he would need an Nell. So that's 7 down already, leaving him 3 down open, and our life is kind of insane. We have a 2K and a 1K, so we'd be able to block at least this or the leader swing on top of, or the Nell swing. It depends on his ordering. But yeah, no, like yellow is not really that big of a, or sorry, Katakuri is not that big of a deal for red purple law. I'd say a Nell is kind of annoying because, you know, doesn't know how to die. But against this matchup, I feel like taking first is just kind of always a play and being able to rush them down. Like this game, I only saw one Zoro, but like being able to establish a big enough board to like constantly pressure him over and over and over again, and try and somewhat working around his triggers. I know it didn't seem too much like it, but I'd say like the one turn I swung with my Kid first for 7K, and the off chance that was a T-Bolt or an Onami, and I swung with something else, he could have popped my useless Kid, and I would get absolutely no value out of him. I'm losing a blocker, I'm losing a 6K attacker, and I'm losing an engine that gets me a Dawn back. So if I swing with Kid at first, his thought process will be, do I want to T-Bolt here? Or sorry, do I want to T-Bolt / Onami the Kid that already attacked, or do I want to do it to the Sashimi Penguin that hasn't attacked yet? But if I don't get rid of the Kid, then now I'm kind of just stuck here dealing with like a big unit that keeps getting him value, you know? Very, very minuscule decision, but it has a big impact, especially on the mental warfare. Let's see if we can get one more game. Okay, for our third game of the day, we got a third Katakuri. Today must be Katakuri Day. Which I'm not necessarily, you know, I'm not bummed out about. I don't mind it. Alright. So this time, we don't have too good of a hand, but I'm kind of glad to see how it feels if we do get a suboptimal hand. Oh, we're so back. Yeah, we got Queen. Alright. Does he T-Bolt or Onami this here? That's probably what he's considering. Either that or he got a trigger out of life and he wants to, yeah, Onami. It's always Onami first life. It's always an Onami out of life. Don't necessarily mind it though. He kept it at the top, so there's probably a trigger there. Follows the Paraspar that he called or grabbed from Pudding. We're going to swing 5K first, which entices him to actually block this one since there's nothing on my board to get fucking casinoed. Obviously, we're gonna call that. Get rid of the pudding and then call out Beppo here. Oh, thank God I can click on Don. It has to be active, I would assume, though. As you guys saw, there was nothing I could have done if this one Don wasn't open, so thankfully, there's a way around that. I really hope they fix that problem with the sim, because it can be pretty detrimental. I probably would have had to like restart the whole like match if that were the case. I'm gonna block with Kid here. He doesn't have anything that he can effectively do to my board by doing that. 6-6. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Queen. We're going to dump one of the raise maxes. We don't need all of them. So we're back to 6. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play another raise max. Neg that. 1, 2, 3. Bottom back. Call out Beppo. Now we can swing with Beppo and get a Dawn for it. So now he's probably gonna use his thing. We're gonna swing 6 here. Oh. So it wasn't a trigger. Or it wasn't like a KO effect or something. Maybe this one's a KO effect on my Queen. No. Ah, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky today. We're getting more lucky than yellow, it seems. Unfortunate for them, but good for me. Always trash here. You don't want to give them a life, because the more life they have, the harder it is going to be to kill them anyway, so... And as you can see, they're only at 2 life, 6 cards. They took 2 of my 6k swings, so it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to recover too well. Too well here. If, we continue at what we're doing. We're gonna block with Queen and guard with a 2k. And if he swings with that, we'll just guard with an Otama. And we're doing that because just in case he does have a way to survive this turn, Shiraya as a blocker is really good. If he does get to 10 cost, then he's probably gonna go for like a simple what's it called? A simple like Big Mom turn and try to go off of that. We're gonna swing 6k because it seems like he doesn't have the necessary amount of 2ks in his hand. If he does, good for him. We'll swing 6 one more time. And this way, we actually can 1, 2, and 3. Call out Zoro. Get that extra Dawn out. We're gonna swing 7k with Beppo here, and then get the rest of Dawn for us. Alright, it's always that last life that's a gambit. But that's why we held enough Dawn just in case for Shiraya to activate here. Honestly, I can probably swing 9 here. That'll guarantee rip 3 cards out of his hand. Yeah. I think we got it. Possibly. Yeah, we did. Oh, there's nothing for him to pop. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, see, like, it's so hard for them to deal with our rush and aggression, because, like, it's like, it's like black when it's on its release, where most of the cards are bricks in their hand, so if you put up enough aggression, they won't be able to actually handle all that, so it'll leave for more convincing wins for you, to go against this matchup. I'd say it's pretty strong. I really like it. This list feels very good. I don't think that I necessarily need the... Okay, well, there are... what is it called? The film package is nice because you're able to actually search out specific tools that you may or may not need. However, I do feel like because of the extra aggression that we have, it kind of makes up for it, and as you can see, the Queen put in some work. I didn't see Reiju, but because I was able to draw extra with Queen, I got more options out of it, which is super nice. We left off at 1984 or 1984 rank. Let's see if we can hit King of the Pirates this time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and comment. Subscribe if you aren't already. The support is very appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.